First, we got a little bit of prep work to do. So that's 2 pounds of lean ground beef, 1 egg, got a little bit of our Montreal steak seasoning. And y'all, we made the first one this same exact way. So you can see how we're doing this. Now, a little bit of lame parents, about a tablespoon. Lastly, we are gonna use the other half of our Lipton's onion soup mix. All right, perfect. Now we're just gonna give this a quick mix. And y'all, we did grease both of these pie dishes just while we do our little prep work here. Y'all, this is such an interesting and fun recipe that I saw, and I'm putting my own little bit of a spin on it, but I think this one's gonna be fabulous. All right, now that we've got our second ball shaped, we're gonna come in with our smasher, and we are gonna press this one down into the pie sheet as well. Oh, works better with the other pie sheet. All right, it's not too bad. And basically, you wanna just make sure it fills up the bottom of the pie sheet. We might have to do a little of this by hand just to, there we go, that's much better. All right, and it's important that you're using a leaner ground beef. I'm using a 96.4 as far as the fat ratio goes. You could even use 97.3, that's another pretty common one. Basically, you want this to hold its shape. You don't want a whole lot of shrinkage because of the fat. All right, y'all, these are going in the oven at 375, and we're probably gonna cook them for about 15, 20 minutes. And you'll see why we're using the pie plates here in a second. While we've got our burger meat in the oven, we're just gonna take some of our Pillsbury pizza crust. Now that we've got our Pillsbury dough rolled out so it fits nicely on our pizza plate, we are just gonna take our dough cutter and we are going to cut around the rim just like this. And y'all, you'll see where all this is headed soon. I promise. Man, this looks good. And you can see we had to patch a few holes. Got stretched a little thin, but that's okay. All right, burgers are ready. Now that we have our pizza dough cut out to roughly the size of our pizza pan, we are gonna bring in our springform dish. And what we're gonna do now is just transfer our dough into the spring pan form as best we can. All right, that looks great. Let's go ahead and get this even. And I use the pizza pan because the diameter is a little wider and we want the dough to come up the sides a little bit. Now that we've got our dough pressed in, we are gonna go ahead and grab our first patty here and we are gonna set it right down in the middle. Y'all, that looks so good. Now we're gonna come in with our sharp cheddar cheese and we are gonna go ahead and just put some around the outside here. A little cheesy crust, just like that. Probably this is a 2 cup, so I think we're gonna use about half of this. So 1 cup of cheese for me. It just depends on how much your burger shrinks. This one held its shape pretty good. Now we're just gonna layer on some of our Velveeta slices. You can see I already tore into this package like a Wolverine. And we are just gonna arrange those. That looks perfect. We're gonna layer some of our Kroger brand bacon. Definitely wanna make sure you're using cooked bacon here. And looks like we're gonna get about 5 strips in. Now, here comes patty number 2. Let's get this one out. Oh man, we're gonna put that right here. All of that is just looking like perfection. All right, let's get some more cheese on this one. And then another layer of our bacon. Let's go the other direction this time. Y'all, that looks amazing. We are gonna top this off with 1 more layer of dough, and we are just gonna work this down into the pan. Now, this was a little bit of ragu pizza sauce. See, not too much. Let's see how that works out. And now we're just gonna top this off with a little bit of our mozzarella. Now we're just gonna add a few toppings. I'm gonna do a little bit of red onion, just using some ingredients that I have sitting around the house. All right, that looks pretty good. Some green peppers and some ham cubes. Just gonna throw a few down there. Never have too much pork on a pizza. Sausage, ham, Canadian bacon. Feel like everything that pepperoni. All right, y'all, that is looking pretty good to me. And we are putting this in at 400 degrees, probably about 25, 30 minutes. All right, y'all. It's about 20 minutes and this is looking perfect. So let's see how we did. This has been sitting for about, I don't know, a little over 5 minutes. Hoping that's long enough, but let's go ahead and see how we did. And this is still a little hot to the touch. Oh, y'all, look at this bacon double cheeseburger pizza pie. Wow, I am excited. All right, let's cut into this. Oh, remember, I got my non-stick bottom down there, so we'll just give this a pilot cut and then we'll, oh man. Oh, look at that. How good did that look? We've got our bacon double cheeseburger pizza pie and it is perfectly cooked. You could probably serve this with some extra marinara or maybe some ketchup. I don't know, choose your own adventure. I don't think you can go wrong. All right, let's go ahead and see how we did. Oh man, y'all, this looks so good. All right, y'all, cheers. Oh, this is so good. We're gonna be serving this up for the big game tomorrow. And I would say this trial run was a success. All right, y'all, thanks so much for watching. Make this. It's a lot of fun and it's delicious. And yes, you can absolutely eat it like a hamburger.